right? And we've learned how to do the leg pummel drill, right? We've learned how to extend one leg and drop the other. I like to have my feet on the ground. Some of you guys that have your feet up, see how Brian can like wave your arm around and move your arm around? Like he has more freedom of movement. Doesn't mean it's completely stopped, but if my feet touch the ground, he has a little bit less freedom of movement, okay? But even though I showed you this leg pummel drill, it won't always work, okay? Sometimes he'll just be super adamant. Or you're training the gi and now Brian makes a gi grip and there's no way I'm gonna like always get this free. So you'll have times where it might not work. When his arm is here, I don't have the arm lock. When I switch and it's this way, well now I for sure have this arm lock and I'm able to attack his arm because I'm flaring his arm out with his thumb up, right? When I have his arm go down the other way, I don't always have that arm lock or I'm not able to get it. My goal is gonna be here, is gonna be to come up and put my elbow in 2 locations. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna extend my arms here, instead of like staying tight, I'm gonna extend my arms here. I can still hold on with my right hand if I like, and I build my base with my left. My armpit can cover his face, and in some cases, you can have your elbow go in front of his arm. Because I'm holding his arm though, I kind of like prevent myself from being there anyways, right? So if I were to come here and I'm stuck with his arm down this way, I can't get that arm lock going. It also sometimes can inhibit me from getting this and, you know, so he's playing that game. So what I do is I remove that myself. I'm still holding his 2-on-1. I put my arm over his face, and now I'm gonna come up for a reverse Kimura. So I can start to raise my hips up, yeah. So
I'm not ultra flexible there.
yeah, no worries. So it's just like this reverse Kimura, reverse Omoplata, people call it different things. But just like when I'm doing an Omoplata, my feet flare away, then I wanna lift my butt up and get onto my knees, right? It's kind of like that, and I'm chasing a seatbelt. But in this case, I'm chasing my elbow being down or over his face. I'm not always a fan of being on my hand. Okay, can you move around, slip, try and push off me, that kind of stuff. I kind of close up a little bit more space. And just like a Kimura, regular Kimura, I want to stop his head from doing this, right? So when I'm lower over his face, I think it's stuck right away, okay? Again, we're in this classic crucifix position. I get stuck to the point where I can't straighten his leg out. So what I'm gonna do is I extend both my hands, so I'm like this, right? And I start to make my way up, taking my left arm out. I'm literally just gonna raise my armpit over his head and block his head. Now I'm here. I can lower my elbow if I'd like, and now I'm gonna, right? Also what I was doing is I was sliding this away, right? In case he is making a belt grip, I'm not doing it now. He says arm sensitive, we're not wearing a gi, but you can get a little grip break going on when you do that. Your legs are more powerful than his grip, okay? Worst case scenario, he holds his belt and his grip kind of circles around his body, then it doesn't matter. I'll end up causing that torque to rotate his arm anyways. Okay, so your legs will power through it. All right, one last time. I'm here with 2-on-1. I chopped his arm. I'm having a problem trying to get this egg beater drill going. It's not working. I can't extend my left leg. My left leg seems to be more stuck. I extend my arms like this, okay? Extend my arms and I keep that right arm extended. I take my left arm and I'm literally like barely posted. I'm not way out here like this. I'm next to him. I lift my armpit over my opponent's head, drop my elbow down. So now like I'm in this fail safe. I can start to lock up his shoulder. Some crazy reason he gets out, and it's like, I'm on top, I'm okay. Does that make sense to you guys? Yeah. Okay. Even if your shoulder's not messed up, it's like it's a super tight arm lock. So be careful sitting up fast on your opponent. And just like when you do an Omoplata, when you tap someone, you shouldn't like get up from them, right? When you tap someone in an Omoplata, you should lay back down and let go of their arm. Do the same thing when they're doing it here. I just hate seeing beginners get hurt at this, and so, you know, I come up, I'm up like this, I drop my elbow, I tap him, and then I let go and get up. That's not how I want to get up. I want you to literally like lay back down and let go of his arm. Good to go? Yeah. All right, back and forth, ready, set.